Okay, I think I'm back up. I believe I'm back up. I am sorry about that. Jeez. All right, I think we're back up. I think you guys can hear me. It looks like it. We're about to get blasted with music. My computer froze. I mean that it's that simple. So sorry sorry for that. But yeah, welcome in. My name's Carbs if you're new or if you're just tuning in. If my computer freezes again, I will be looking at MSI's website for BIOS updates again. Hopefully, don't mind me just trying to have BIOS, my memory run and, have all 128 gigs of my memory running. I really don't need that much memory. All right. We have lots of minions to use. It's so interesting to me, like the way some of the mechanics in this game work. Hey, I said use. It's like I have to wait for the animation to completely finished. Yeah, it's like until that ball goes... Yeah, there. How many pages do we have? We have 3. With all of that, we still only have 3 minions. We could completely purchase more. Because if we look... There's so much more. Oh, and look, there's a whole nother page. Jesus. The corgi is 9 million? Jesus Christ. Oh, look at the kitty. Still 90 million. Or 90,000. Okay, some of these are ridiculous. Alright, let's get on with the story. Apparently I did not pick up the latest story mission. But I did, however, pick up the latest area. I'm trying to remember the name. It starts with a T. Or a Y. That's what I meant. It starts with a Y. No, it starts with an I. It starts with an I. Oh well, this will get me close. Starts with an I, not a Y. Where is it? IQ. Oh no, this is it, right? Yeah. I was like, wait, IQ is the region, sorry. Something or another. Ibrax. Ibrax?
At last, we are graced by the presence of the third promise.
If I'd known we'd be waiting on your mangy hide, I wouldn't have bothered with a Ligarmanda in the first place.
You self-serving piece of weaver dung! Do you have any idea how many could have been hurt?
How many could have been hurt?
Now that we are assembled, my name is Hunmuruk. As Ibrash Rash, I have the honor of serving as elector on behalf of my people. As all four claimants must be present for this feat, we have eagerly awaited your arrival. Third promise, if you would please join us. Thus far, you have faced each other as rivals. The feat of repast, however, will test your cooperation. You must complete this challenge in teams of 2.
What? You expect us to work with one of these weaklings?
Be warned, only the triumphant team will receive keystones. I advise you to cooperate with your partner. Teams will be decided by lots. Those who draw the same color will be paired accordingly.
Teaches teamwork.
12 forbid Wuklamat is paired with Bakul Jaja. After all he's put her through, I wouldn't blame her if she did something rash. I might even help.
Claimants, please present your colors. I have red.
Blue.
On separate teams, then. And the rest?
Red! Which means...
Together again, as fate would have it.
Victory's as good as ours.
With our claimants thus paired, so too is their opposition.
not the one head.
Listen well, for the trial that awaits you is as follows. Each team is to prepare a sample of traditional Shebrol cuisine. Shibruk Bibil.
And now we must cook. Another ludicrous feat.
So it might seem, but there's bound to be deeper meaning to it.
Agreed. Given that the very future of our nation is at stake, all parts of this rite must have significance.
Our promises have grown rather promising, wouldn't you say? Indeed. If I were to guess at the significance of the feat, few things reflect the history and development of a culture so clearly as its culinary traditions.
The variety of stewed dishes in Garlean cuisine bespeaks their agricultural roots and cold climes, true.
The peoples we've met on our journey, they've all had different practices involving food and drink. The Hanuhanu replenish their magical energies with reeds, while the Pelupelu have turned their fondness of beverages into a living. So basically, to know a people's cuisine is to know something of their ways.
With each feat, we have deepened our familiarity with a given community's history and culture. Is this what Father intended for us all along? But a leader with his vision must see that the past doesn't hold the answers we need. It is through embracing innovation, not adhering to tradition, that we will usher Tuli Yolal onto a more prosperous future. The rules are simple. The first team to prepare and partake of satisfactory Shibruk Bivir will be deemed victorious. You will be judged by your sample's taste and appearance, as well as your adherence to appropriate cooking techniques. Kitchens have been made available for your use. Note that you may be asked to retry should your dish fail to pass muster. Let the feat of repast begin.
I've never actually heard of Shibruk Bibil before. It's a lighter wonder.
All right. Where are we? Oh, another cutscene. I've never understood him. Putting aside a competition allowed me to express how glad I am for that partner to work together and see a team possess distinct advantage. Any team I'm on is bound to so cocky. Precisely. We're team are 9 Too easy. Confident, less to care, mistakes easily avoided. Careless mistakes to be avoided. I cannot pronounce that. You guys think I'm bad at words. Normally, you know. They said it once and I still can't. Like, my brain doesn't allow me to say it. Alright. So first things first, I wanted to check some settings. That's all I wanted to do. Just wanted to hopefully fix that. Alright. So we need to find this stuff. I usually have the map over here. Alright, let's go. Colorful spices. Mostly use it to add a bit of color. Most popular medicinal benefits are significant as well. Okay, so the color adds medicinal benefits. I wish I could tell you, friend. The dish is so delicious and meant to be shared. Alas, we are forbidden from divulging anything. Orders of Humba Rook himself. Gosh, I'm butchering that name so bad. We gotta cut our losses. The feed is nothing but a fool's errand. You're the fool in thinking our hide. Besides, we've taken from the house cat before. Where are you looking at? I'm looking at y'all trying to cheat. Cheaters. What Thancred's doing just standing over there? A banana peel. Shouldn't you be looking for ingredients too? What are you doing just looking over there? Am I the only one looking for this stuff? Oh no, it appears I've gone and dropped I didn't get to read that. Felt like I was the only one looking for the ingredients. I'm just saying. Just saying. Felt a little bit like I was the only one, you know? Sorry, I'm back. You were just standing there. What did we discover? Prediction: the villagers are forbidding of educating us. However, the many still preparing one staple dish, observing the techniques, yielding clues enough. Blending local herb spices, another confirming nor denying relations, but one in particular she attributed all common dishes. We've confirmed our first ingredient. So we also need banana leaves, essentially. So nobody picked up extra information. Oh, sorry. Okay, I thought that might have been the right one. I wasn't quite sure, though. I wasn't quite sure. Sorry about the extra borders. I have a widescreen monitor, so it's hard to, like, when it's doing the cutscenes, they don't extend the screen. Get those leaves, the sooner we can eat. Food on the mind. I get it. I get it. Don't blame you. Flying in this area already. I feel so behind. I know, it did have me thinking, so... Like, it's so weird to me. Everybody's like, they want to be like the first to finish the expansion or whatever. Or not the first, but they just like finish the expansion so quickly. I'm like, did you guys enjoy it? What are you guys gonna do until the patch comes out? I know there's a lot of things to do. It's just one of those things that I'm like, of all the things to do, you know? Alright, sorry. Didn't realize I was muted, but had the AC going. It was quite warm. To the south. Don't think... Yeah, without getting... The water is really nice looking. Like, they did a really good job on the water. I hear it. Yeah, I was like, wait, I hear it. It's nearby. Okay, so I want to grab this quest and then see where this takes us, and then I'll go exploring a little bit more, maybe. Leave me alone. Our competitors are on our heel. Okay, so... we should be coming upon it in just a little bit. Probably like right at this village. Thought I saw it for a second. Was it on the beach? Should be around here somewhere. Is it in the water? That's east, that's south. Oh. Maybe my computer can't handle this at the highest res. Great grandfather called it home. Their promise was on her way to the site of deep historical significance. I immediately saw another opportunity to be of service, and so followed you here. Is the shipwright who come to our adventure. You're a member of the Third Promise. My name is Kana. Pleased to make your acquaintance. That's a good name, a familiar name. Where have I heard it? The second promise? To think I addressed the Dawn Servant's own son as so common entertainer. Please, take... Come on, not this again. This guy. I take no offense, so please do not. I shan't dwell on it. Right on cue. At least he's consistent. Ooh, we gonna get some history. I appreciate that. I'm not one to really read out the line, so sorry about that. Guys, I think I'm also gonna have to close out Restream, so I'm probably gonna end up working on some stuff to try to like help me stream to multiple at once, or I might have to switch to Streamlabs. Again, I don't want to, but well, actually, I don't think I can because I'm switching to Linux. I don't think they have a Linux build for their stuff. So I'm just gonna have to like run 2 OBSs and stuff, and it's kind of weird, but it also says that like I'm dropping frames, which I don't get how it's possible. But then when I go into Final Fantasy, it's saying that my frames are perfectly fine. Maybe it's too much. Maybe there's too many frames, so it doesn't know what to take. Is it laggy? So if I like view my stream right now on Twitch, does it look laggy? I can't even pull up my own stream. How laggy is it? Like if I move around. All right, let's see where the next Aether Current is. Southwest. So we're not quite there yet. I don't find that too laggy. Like the OBS software is making it seem like it's really laggy, but in all honesty, it's not.
This is where most... A field of cinders, indeed. How fierce their clashes must have been.
The war over these lands began after the Yokui's departure some 500 years ago. And for 4 centuries thereafter, the two enemies repaid violence with violence. A constant stream of minor skirmishes, punctuated by massive slaughter.
Until Father ended their endless conflict 80 years ago.
Accompanied by a retinue of only 6, the Dawn Servant opposed both armies and brought the fighting to a standstill.
First they sealed Bali Armanda at full strength, and now this.
It was during this armistice that both sides gathered for negotiations at the Dawn Servant's behest.
I like the texture. I've always admired the texture on the clothing for certain clothing pieces. Still think they could work on the graphics just a little bit, like have a different graphics pack or something. But then
For
again,
too long, you have been bound by your ancestors' violent legacy. It is past time you broke free of it.
Tell that to the Scale Scum! We fight to protect what is rightfully ours. If not for their greed, we'd be living in peace.
Puff your tails and scurry off, then! Cowards like you ill deserve the bounty of this forest.
Even should one of you succeed in vanquishing the other, your triumph will last only until a new invader arrives. Tell me, do you know of the vast continent that lies far to the east, where numerous nations vie for dominance? You do not. And why should you? Affairs beyond the salt we have no intention to cross are of no consequence to us. Not until those affairs come to Tural, like our honored visitor here.
He's from across the ocean.
I've been to the ocean before, and it's nothing but water farther than the eye can see. What sort of vessel could possibly reach its end?
That such technology exists is indisputable, as is foreign powers' awareness of Tural. If any such country were to develop a taste for Turali soil and bring to bear the might of innovations we can only imagine, what do you suppose happens then? You do not know the warlords of the East, but you know that if they came, they would not settle for a single forest. By joining hands, we might create a unified front, an alliance capable of repelling them or any other foe. There is no greater proof of these than my companions and I. Alone we are weak, but together we triumphed over Valigarmanda.
What? You defeated the Sky Ruin? I'd take you for a liar if the sting of our own defeat wasn't still fresh.
Their coordination was indeed impressive. How the Pelu stymied our efforts to cripple the Yokui's legs and defend our ballistas. And when we withdrew to strike again from a distance, the Hanu called the winds to make our arrows miss their marks. In seeking to exploit their weaknesses, we only subjected ourselves to their strengths.
Those strengths are born of cooperation, the guiding principle of the nation we envision.
But our feud has lasted for centuries. How do you expect us to join hands now?
Ha ha! Give us an evening to convince you.
And so began that legendary banquet. One would not expect sworn enemies to abruptly drink to each other's health, and, indeed, a tense silence hung over the venue. But then, the Dawn servant called for the exchange of traditional cuisine. So it was that the Mamulja partook of spiced meat, and the Chebral steamed Najul. Before long, delight manifested upon the faces of those present, each side impressed by the other's dish. Seeing this, the Dawn servant laughed and declared once more, their flavors, he said, would be even better combined, and he proceeded to help them prepare the new creation.
That's Shibruk Pibil, I'd wager.
It is a marriage of Chebral and Mamulja cultures, and proof of their newfound cooperation. The Dawn servant had asked for a single evening, but the feasting is said to have lasted 3 days and 3 nights. So delicious was their repast. In the end, a peace accord was reached, and the Dawn servant's words at that time still illuminate our way forward.
Ignorance begets a strife. Understanding begets fellowship.
Sorry. It's just to think that he ended an age-old conflict with food. It's all so absurd. It's somehow so very papa, I couldn't help but laugh.
Ignorance begets strife. Understanding begets fellowship.
Now then, I trust you understand the significance of Shibruk Pibil and the history it has written.
Absolutely. Thank you for sharing the story with us.
There's a weird underdraft where certain things flow and then other people's clothes have no movement. It's just so weird.
Someone was there, you say?
Perhaps our competition is cooking up some scheme or another.
Something bitter and half-baked, no doubt.
Alright. Get some pants to use. I just realized I haven't equipped anything in a while, so we do this, we equip those. Ah, we're a little bit more colorful now. Interesting. We're taking the approach of less armor, stronger. Gotcha. One thing I did want to check was southwest is this way. But we're going this way, so. Wait, how long southwest? 500? We can take a little bit of a detour, well, no, they're Relatively close. That's a hole. Offered up by the two factions, each weaponized symbol is their vows. Render assistance. Apologies for President's Company. Allow me encouragement of their promise. Ever since I witnessed their performance, the reads certain that you are certainly mostly our nation. All devise solutions. He just said, "Screw you." Second promise. I'm all for the third promise. Squish, 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 squish. All the way back there, but I'm... How far? 400 away from it? Let's see if we can find it real quick. I think we could. Leave me alone. Leave me alone. That was a little weird. Okay, so there is some around here that we haven't gotten to. We'll check those out after we get the quest and move on. This is definitely not where I need to be. I'll learn this area a little bit better. Success, should be back soon. I am famished. Let's wait. Is our kitchen ready? Everything should be in order. Jay and I made a tour of the village, bought her some cooking utensils we need, with no mention of what we needed them for. Of course. They got the finest firewood. Spoken like a true expert. And meat should be aplenty. What's with the shadow? We're about to go raid boss some kitchen food. Kitchen food. Some food. They're like, let's do this. Boom, 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 boom.
Oh, it smells so good.
Good, there is still time. I shall prepare our sample at once.
At first, I wasn't sure about being stuck with the one head. But better that than playing nanny to the mewling house cat.
Be quiet, Buckle Jaja. No one cares what you think.
Act
Just like
tough all
Jaja
you
thinks.
like. Victory will be ours.
It's ready. Apologies for the wait. We submit to you our Shibruk Pibil.
Shibruk. Pibil. Pibil? Pibil.
This looks amazing.
The dish is prepared by using the culinary techniques of the Mamulja to cook the spiced meats favored by the Jabral. It is a symbol of peace between their two peoples after centuries of war.
Why is Carl speaking?
Both the ingredients and your methods appear to have been correct. Now then.
Aren't those supposed to be teeth? Shouldn't they be moving
In
too?
taste, texture, and aroma, you have recreated Shibruk Bibil admirably. Granted, anyone might well achieve similar results by following the recipe to the letter. But you went a step further. You sought to learn the cultural significance of the dish, about Yoktel's history of violence and your father's role in ending it. Your willingness to take lessons from the past befits aspiring Dawn servants. And for that, I commend you. All that remains is to partake of your creation. True understanding is gained only through experience.
Now this is something I'm definitely good at.
Ahem. I believe we have yet to receive our assessment. Ours is also a faithful example of Shibruk Pibil, as you will no doubt agree.
I see. While your effort looks the part, unlike the second and third promises dish, it lacks its defining aroma.
Preposterous! The meat was marinated and spiced before being steamed in an earthen oven. This is Shibruk Pibil.
Oh? And what about the Jatika banana leaf?
It's because of you that we couldn't get any damn leaves! You can't fault us!
But the second and third promises had no such difficulty, did they? That which they needed, they acquired simply by showing interest in our history and heritage.
Ugh, it's just some crusty old leaf. What difference could it make?
Your dish lacks an essential ingredient. As you have failed to demonstrate an adequate understanding of Shibruk Pibil, I must deem your performance unsatisfactory. Your team will not receive keystones.
This was stupid anyway.
His ambition only grows more intense. That someone could harbor such dark thoughts towards family.
Why are you saying this out loud? That's like an inner thought.
What do I care for this sham of a feat? I can always take what I need later.
This is delicious! Shibruk is so tender it melts in your mouth, and the way the najou leaf rounds out these spices is sublime. This is the taste of harmony. Someone who only knows brute force and deception could never appreciate it.
Choke on your harmony.
Come. Finish your meal. That too is part of the feat.
Don't have to tell me twice.
I'm gonna want some street tacos for the rest of the day.
Ah, that was bliss.
It was palatable enough, I suppose. To you, who have successfully performed the feat of repast, I present these keystones.
Only 1 feet left.
Well, I should get going then. I'm glad that I wasn't paired with one of the others.
We can do better than that, surely.
The 6th keystone is ours. Thanks for all your help, everyone. I forgot something important. Was there any Shipbrook people left? I could really use another helping.
Is that really the something important? I'm over here waiting for something. That's this something important. Do I really have a choice? I think I'm forced to join y'all. If I had said no, would I really have not gone? Search for villagers of middle age and older. Ooh, a lookout. Don't know that this will count. Ah, it did. Back here? No, oh, we're not even in the circle. There's a campfire, there's a road. There's someone sleeping. This is out of the circle. Those people are fighting, basically. Ah, here. I am not good at navigating this village, I'll tell you that much. Why do you ask me this? Who is this man to you? He may have been my grandfather. I wish to know what brought him here. Your grandfather? Not by blood, but he's a family nonetheless. Foreign mage indeed visited. General curiosity indeed, but yes, withdrawn 5 centuries ago on their own. Architectural remains and found in lower forests and the Thank you for your answers and much more. I understand the meaning of a lost family. I believe in position. I wish nothing but success. Hoping the third promise of Golden City surely find the answers to your question. Help without helping. Interesting. He went from happy to upset. Speaking of which, I query of my own on you. May I request a moment of your company? Sure. We'll go wait for you. Thank you. Thank you for obliging me. First, let's head to the cenote behind the village. Oh. Down here? Yep. To see you off without saying anything but Krau's plea to soften my resolve. As the leader of our community, glad third promise surrounded herself by such compassionate, trustworthy companions. Would you tell me of her journey thus far? We explain. We move our hands. We point vigorously. He laughed. He chuckled. Is that so? It seems right. By source great learning and growth. Yes, very much so. We nod in agreement. It does me well to hear. My daughter would be about her age. Girls are rarely born, so when she arrived at the village, elated, such joy I felt when I first held her, the pain I found her at the something. 3 years old by accident, as was said. She had been pushed, though we never caught the suspicious figures fleeing. Had learned to live in peace. Who could doubt the intent? Targeting a child one day later, people sought to be undermined in the future. Wow, she's his daughter. We've already been doing that. I feel like we've already been doing that for free. pray a breath, not word, to anyone. He gave us boots for it. Yeah, we'll keep our mouths shut. And you're gonna give us some hands? Sweet. Oh. I was like, why can't I execute this bike? Let's see if I can go grab the Aether Current without it being too difficult. How far did it say? South. Another one south. Alright, so what we're gonna do, we're gonna go back around. There's something we can't get to. Leave me alone, leave me alone. We have 5 more map Aether Currents. It's gonna be a bit before we get all of them in this area. When they say that, it means that it could be quite a bit of cutscenes. I'm going to stop there for the time being because I need to stretch, get ready for work, and yeah, this is going to be a lot of cutscenes, so this might happen off stream. Next stream is Wednesday. If you guys can think of anything, let me know what it would be that you guys want to see me stream. I'm going to look for some games other than Final Fantasy, just so that way the content's not jumping around a lot, right? So, until next time,